Broadcasting live from downtown Canton, Ohio since 1925. WHBC.
Now, back to Canton's Morning News on News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Canton's Morning News. We're going to talk about Obamacare, health care, fines. Oh, my. January 31st deadline is over. Now, what does that mean for you if you failed to sign up?
Well, that's why on our WHBC Newsline right now, we bring in Danny O'Connell, health insurance expert. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you.
So how big a trouble am I in this morning?
Are you talking about health insurance or just at home?
Yeah, right. Very good. Oh, Danny, very nice. Nice job.
Well, let's just talk the healthcare aspect of it.
Sure. So the problem, one of the problems, you kind of laugh about this, it's not funny, but one of the issues is people don't know they're fine until open enrollment's over. So for the first year when you're signing up for this, you know, the penalty was the greater of a dollar amount, which was very low, or 1% of your modified adjusted gross household income, not to exceed 3%. So for 2015, that went up to 2% per individual with a maximum of 6% per household. But now for 2016, that's going to go up yet again to 2.5%. So potentially 7.5% for a whole household.
Oh, my gosh, that could be huge.
Yes.
Right. When you read the fine print in there, there's really no end in sight. It's one of these things where it's subject to be indexed up every year.
I guess the object is they want everybody to sign in on this or get their own health care in one way or another.
Correct.
All right, what's the purpose of that? Is this just so that you can just draw all of the cost out for everybody paying in?
Well, yeah, so the irony of this thing is previously, if you were reasonably healthy, and you could get insurance less expensive on your own than through a group. Because many times a group, there's no pre-existing conditions. It would attract more people with a lot of health conditions. On the individual, that wasn't the case. So if you were reasonably healthy, the premiums were less. Well, so now we need to get these healthy people in, but it's harder because of this community rating aspect that has now been in place. If you are healthier, you could be paying 150 to 250% more than what you were 4 or 5 years ago.
Well, I'm also reading a lot of things that millennials and many other people outside the millennial generation are taking their chances with the fine rather than getting the health insurance.
Absolutely. And, you know, you look at many of them don't prepare their taxes, or they've relied on a parent or somebody to help them with their taxes. Some of them may not even realize what the penalty is. And then, you know, it's like, okay, well, it cost me this much. Well, I'm here at the finish line. You know, I want to go ahead and get my taxes filed and done. Let's just do it. And then, you know, they're not happy about it, but it's cheaper in some cases than going and getting the coverage.
No, but does that kind of mess around with the taxes? I guess this is the tax question I've always wondered. If they're due a refund, say $3,000 or $4,000 because they're young and maybe go into school and only working a little bit, does the penalty, is it automatic anyways, or is that kind of subtracted from what they're going to get?
Right, it's going to come out of their tax refund.
Hence, that's why it might not be as harsh on them, if you will. They don't even notice it, maybe.
Right.
That's correct. You know, it's not like you're taking something out of their paycheck, but if you consistently get a tax refund, you know, you're going to feel that.
Yeah, that's could be a pretty big chunk of change. All right, so that's all this year, and pretty much the deadline is passed. So when will they find out the bad news?
Well, whenever they file their taxes.
All right.
And for this year, it won't be until 2017.
Okay. Well, Danny O'Connell, we appreciate you being with us this morning.
Thank you.
Pam Cook and Gary Rivers. Canton's Morning News. News Talk 1480, WHBC, and at WHBC.com.